So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's video. We're back with the news roundup for this one. We're going to be going over FIFA Football Manager on the PS5 version and that. And also UFL. UFL have put out, or the CEO, Eugene, yesterday, put out a clip of UFL, and it seems to be coming along quite nicely. It definitely looks more refined and polished than what we saw before. So that's what we're going to cover. Regarding FIFA Career Mode, we are going to get back to it, of course. We've done the pre-season now, so that does mean that over the weekend I could definitely sit down and just start plowing through the season. And then that way, next week, you definitely have a lot of FIFA Career Mode going through the motions. That's right. I don't know what I'm going to play on still. I think we're going to go to Legendary difficulty, but it really does depend on the patch. That's right. So, there is a new patch coming out. It's not necessarily good news because, once again, EA have got to go in there and they've got to try and speed things up because we know the YouTubers that have all the, the subscribers and the sponsored folks, they start whining, oh, it's too slow, even though it's not too slow. I mean, I really don't understand. I can understand people maybe saying like, oh, if you put it on slow, offline, it's too slow. But when people are saying that Ultimate Team is too slow, when it's on default sliders, which is very fast, I don't know what you're playing. Obviously, these people don't like more of a sim approach. They all prefer it nice and arcadey. But we'll see what EA do. So there's a whole bunch of updates with FIFA Ultimate Team. I don't really care about them. If you want to go through it, pause it right now and have a look and read it. But we're going to go down to the gameplay side of things. So this is what they are patching, updating, making worse, whatever you want to call it. So, chipped penalty shots can only be performed towards the middle third section of the goal. I do see the AI doing a lot of Panenkas against me, and I don't like it. They've adjusted the chipped penalty shot ball trajectories to be less lofted overall. Magical. They've improved the likelihood of standing tackles winning the ball back. Okay, not necessarily a bad thing. Here's the big one for you. And we knew it was coming. Increased the ball velocity for all ground passes. So for those that don't know what ball velocity means, it's basically the speed, and they've increased it. Now, it does say grounded passes, so they're not talking about lofted passes and all that. Specifically grounded. Now, I'll be honest with you folks, I do feel like playing this game on pass speed, even 0 or 5 or 10 even works on Legendary. It is a much better pace. So I'm hoping this doesn't affect it too much, but I'm going to put the speed down anyway. But there is the clarification that EA are deciding to increase the ball velocity because people are whining too much. They've increased accuracy of chip shots. I haven't done a whole lot of chip shots myself. Penalty kicks taken when the composure ring is red are very likely to miss the goal entirely, so don't do that. The CPU AI is more likely to play a direct tactical style on Pro, World Class, and Legendary difficulties. I don't really know exactly what that means. Let me know what you think it means. I mean, a more direct tactical style. I'm hoping they're not saying like they're just going to play direct all the time now, and that means it's going to just be like non-stop do. I don't want that. I like the AI to pass it around, play it around the back, swing it out wide, then put it up the line, then come back inside. So, yeah, I don't know. It could be good or bad. I mean, it's good that they're, adding tactical styles, but, we'll see. We'll play the game and we'll get a feel for it. The assisted headers setting no longer impacts headed passes. It only impacts headers requested with the shot input. I will say headers in this game and FIFA in general are ridiculous. It's almost like the trajectory of the cross and the header, they don't work well together. You can have a really slow cross, and somehow, I had it happen to me the other night. I think it was Rashford. He absolutely belted a header from the penalty spot like a laser beam. Woo! And I was like, there's no chance that would ever happen. So they do really need to tone down, I think, the power of the headers. I also just think it's a FIFA way. The pass assistance setting continues to determine the level of assistance present on headed passes. The semi-assisted pass assistance setting, well, that's a mouthful. Try saying that fast. The semi-assisted pass assistance setting, good Jesus, continues to set headed passes to be assisted, and there is no option for semi-assisted headed passes. know what that means. I play on manual now anyway, so it doesn't matter. Goalkeepers could sometimes react too quickly to certain shots. Yeah, we've kind of seen that. They do go a little bit mad. In some cases, shoulder challenges from behind did not result in a foul being called when it should have been. Yep, I've had that happen a few times. Sometimes goalkeepers position themselves too far off the goal line when attempting to save long shots. Once again, it's nice to see they are fixing keepers. I think keepers has been the biggest issue, or one of them. In some difficult defensive heading scenarios, players could miss the header, especially when under pressure from an opposing player. I mean, you know, if you're under pressure, I can understand you missing it. When attempting to run back to the goal line to save a chip shot, goalkeepers could have incorrectly attempted to catch the ball instead. All right, well, they just keep on going here. How many do we have? Cool, blimey. Let's just quickly, I'm going to skim these real fast and then just let you know if there's anything really worthwhile to mention. Hang on, because it's a long list. All right, folks, well, I mean, if you want to just pause it and check it out, I mean, they're all, I mean, there's some goods and there's some bads, you know, they're tweaking things, they're changing things. I mean, it's a long list. We'll see when we actually play the gameplay, then we'll start feeling it a little bit more. I mean, the likes of, you know, improved referee logic when calling fouls inside the box. I mean, they're working on referees there. In rare cases, the ball carrier could sprint over the ball and lose control of it. I have seen that happen. Some ground passes could result in the ball traveling at faster than intended velocities. Yes, I saw that with a through pass. You guys saw that in one of my episodes. The ball just went like absolutely madness. Goalkeepers were sometimes unable to save shots aimed very close to their bodies. Another problem that's been addressed. Good. I've seen that as well. Improved dribbling animation transitions after taking a stumbling touch on the ball. So, yeah, there's a good amount of different updates, but we'll see. How are they speeding it up? We'll find out. I mean, they say they are, but is it going to make the game now madness? Who knows? Anyway, there's all the real updates, and then there are some updates for career mode. I didn't see anything about them fixing this -1 sharpness bug. So if you know anything about that, let me know. But I'll leave the link for this in the description if you want to check out all the other patch notes. I don't play Volta and all that, so I'm not bothered about it. And then there were some general audio and visual fixes as well that aren't major, but there we have it. Okie dokie, what else do we have? They also published a live tuning update, which applied the following. So they've addressed an issue causing explosive and lengthy accelerate values to not update as intended. The issue was previously listed. Okay. So there we go. Right, folks, now let's move over and talk about Football Manager, and let's go over some of that news. Okay, so Football Manager on the PlayStation 5, that's what we're really talking about today. So it is available, by the way, to pre-purchase right now. You can go and purchase it. Here it is. As you can see, it's not a full price, which is good. It's $50 over here in the States, and it's $40 if you've got PlayStation Plus, which I do have. All right, well, that's not actually too bad. I really was expecting this to be a full game price, because if you put the PS5 logo on it, suddenly games are $70 these days. But there we have it. You can officially go right now and pre-order it if you would like. So let's go over the console version. The PC version is right here, so if you do click on it, it's going to give you obviously different features because they are slightly different, but we're going to go over the PS5. So the first thing we have is complete matchday control, so you can make game-changing tactical tweaks with an enhanced UI and improved accessibility. Manage every moment with a matchday experience that immerses you in the heart of the on-pitch drama. If you guys have played this game, by the way, on Xbox, let me know, because I haven't. So I don't really know, you know, if you've seen this before, is it really updated and all that jazz. But here is just a look at what you can do on the fly. So you're obviously going to use the analog stick to choose your options, move a player in their position, change the player view profile, change the role. And yeah, hopefully it works very intuitively. I mean, that's the thing you've got to think about when you are doing console. You've got a controller. You haven't got all these buttons like a keyboard, so it's got to be quick, decisive, and just easy to pick up and play. Become a difference maker. That's right. Make your voice heard at halftime and full-time with Team Talks. We've seen those before. Use a wide range of reactions to capture every emotion and get your message across in every situation. And there is just a snippet at one of the teams, telling him it's time for everyone to dig in and give everything you've got. Yes, lovely. I mean, look, folks, if you want me to do a Football Manager career, we could generally have a look and see what we can do. There's no guarantees I'm going to get Football Manager on the PS5, but I won't be opposed to it. Depends what we're playing. Celebrate your success. A savior all of your headline-making moments and successes. The dynamic manager timeline is a visualization of your career achievements that grows as you reach the top of your game. So yeah, just a very simple kind of timeline. Nothing crazy. You'll be using the right bumpers at the top to change tabs. Play the game your way. A raft of accessibility changes make this the most tailored edition of Football Manager yet. Whether you're an experienced player or a series newcomer, our new onboarding flow ensures you'll get the right level of detail and responsibilities in every career. And there is another example. Player roles, player vital park, skippity dippity do. Alrighty. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know if there's any more updates coming out later. These were just really the main points of the actual game itself. So there we go. And then we also have a trailer that I'm going to run. Because I didn't mention this before, but they have officially got, as you can see, the Champions League, the Europa League, the Europa Conference League as well, has been added to Football Manager. That's quite big news, actually. The one thing that I have concerns about is on the console, you can't update, obviously, and it's quite cool. They've now got this, live reactions, the actual draw being shown, improved AI as well, of course. But the PS5 version and the console versions not being able to add the logos and the badges and the players and the skins, that's the disadvantage of playing on console. So having at least the UEFA license, they're going to be licensed already, so you won't have to worry about that. But yeah, let me know what you think of Football Manager. You guys enjoy it? I've tried it many times, as you guys know. For me, on PC at least, it's just too complex for me to try and do a series because I haven't played Football Manager enough to get used to it. Anyway, there we go. That is all the Football Manager news. Now let's dive over and look at UFL and its updated gameplay. Alright, so yesterday, folks, Mr. Eugene himself, the CEO of Strikers Inc., came out and said, long time no see. He's got a few captured moments from the UFL game internal playtest. Some things will obviously get updated. Just another work in progress. By the way, the next Insider episode will feature a graphics update with the day, nighttime, game, close-up camera, and ball physics. Stay tuned. And once again, I love the fact that they're just coming out here, they're putting out a bit of gameplay, whether it's raw footage or not, and at least, we can see it in all its glory. So just check it out. Obviously, it's not going to look great graphically because this is a YouTube video, but I think the actual pace of the game definitely looks more respectable. Even the net physics, I talk about net physics a lot, but there's something about the net physics. When you score a goal, right, and the net doesn't move, it does take away the edge of banging that goal in. I mean, every time I score a goal in FIFA, look, FIFA's not the most exciting game to score a goal. But on PS5, when you hear the sound of the nets and you feel the rumble and the way the nets move, there is a little feeling you get. And I'm certainly enjoying it. But yeah, if you have a look at the nets right now, especially that one, I like the movement. They're almost tight-fitted nets. They're not too loose. I think some nets do look better than others. But there's a bit of movement. So yeah, I like the pace of it. They've definitely slowed it down. You can see the goalkeeping animations as well in full effect. It seems like a very open game. I'm almost getting like a PES vibe with how much space you have on the pitch. FIFA's different. I think everything's a little bit more closer together. It seems like they've gone more of a PES way because the field seems bigger and there's a lot more spacing and it's a slowed down approach. So yeah, I'm really quite intrigued to see what we are going to see from UFL and actually get to play it. And we've seen a little pre-alpha build as well of goals. I think goals is going in a more arcade direction. I think UFL is going to have that sim arcade approach with kind of a mixed bag. But not too shabby. If you look at the bottom as well, you can kind of see the pass bars. So that's how much power and pass they're putting on. It's that little red meter that's showing up in the corner. I mean, they could probably speed it up a tiny bit with some of those lofted passes, but I don't want them to go crazy. But this is still a very early build, I'm sure. But anyway, that's pretty much it for today. That's the updated gameplay. I just wanted to put it out there in case you guys haven't seen it. Let me know your thoughts. And yeah, they're going to come out with some more insider episodes, and then we'll get a better look at the physics, the lighting, and all that. And I think graphically, people will be surprised how good this game will look. I think these videos are not doing it justice. And yeah, with the compression and YouTube, you don't get the full effect. There's definitely work to be done with the AI positioning and all that, but once again, I do love the fact that they're just coming out, they're showing us raw footage, and honestly, it's the best way to do it. There's no surprises then, you know, it's just get it out, show us what the game's about. If you're interested in it, fantastic. If you're not, well, there's plenty of other games to play. Anyway, until next time, subscribe for more, let me know your thoughts. And yeah, we will continue our FIFA career. I will let you know what the patch is all about when I finally play it tonight. Give it a go, and we'll go from there. But until next time, subscribe for more, and take care.